It's finally here. The L seats leather for our 2009 Lexus LX570. Too many Land Cruisers lately. It is going to enable us to recover the front two seats, I think the center console, the back two seats, well, the whole bench, two sections, along maybe the flip down as well. I'm not sure what all is included in there. I'll have to open and see. And I think I ordered the third row as well. So let's get it unpacked and see what we're working with here. You know, first reaction is I'm kind of disappointed in the way they packaged this. I don't think it's, yeah, that little scratch is not all the way through. There's still plastic underneath there. It's not through the leather, but like, guys, couldn't you at least put this in a box with some padding around it? This is pretty amateur for a company that seems to send out as much product as they do. So I have a box knife here, nice sharp one with a sharp blade, and I'm gonna go through very gently and pull the plastic back little by little so it's away from the leather material on the inside and start trimming off the outside packaging. But L seats, if you guys watch this video, you can do better than this on the packaging. Come on, guys. We've got the outside layer unpacked. Let's see how things are stacked up inside. Got one shrink wrapped box, and this is where the packaging was scarred on the outside. Luckily it's on the inside, and they've got these things folded inside out. So no damage there. Good. And we've got another vacuum packed bag. And finally, one more vacuum packed bag there. Okay. So that's what we've got so far. I'm going to, one by one, get these things unpacked and see what we've got. Got the first one cut open, and the pieces, let's see which ones they are. So my goal, just to let you know my intent here, is to start with the third row, or maybe even the second row. Yeah, probably the third row, because that's going to be the least used. And if I need to drive the truck and it takes a while, that's not going to leave our truck disabled, like if the front passenger or the front driver's seat was taken out and I was recovering it. So I'm going to go through all of these, figure out what is where, repackage them. I'm assuming first row, second row, third row is how they're packaged, but who knows. Repackage them, put the front two rows aside, and then I'm going to start with the third row, get those seats pulled out, figure out how everything comes apart trim-wise, and then start through the process of recovering those. And that will be the first video, step-by-step, to recover the third row, show detailed steps on how they come apart and all of that, and how they go back together. And then the second row and the front row will be last, just so you know what order I'm going to be going in, and you can follow along the adventure here. So let's see what this one is. I think this is the second row. That's the seat bottom. This is also a seat bottom. That's a headrest. I don't know what that is. Foam, maybe additional foam for padding. We'll keep it for now. There's another headrest and another headrest, three headrests. So I'm guessing that's very likely the second row of seats. No, this is another bottom, I think. And if you notice, I got the perforated material. It actually looks really high quality, much better than the samples they sent me when I was choosing the colors. I do like the perforation at first glance. This looks like center console covers. I wish they labeled these things. L seats, if you're watching this, another suggestion apart from the packaging, just stick some masking tape on these pieces and tell us which piece is which, because when you order a entire SUV worth of leather like I have here for 2 front seats, a split middle bench seat, a split third row bench seat, armrest covers, headrests, there are a lot of pieces, and I'm a fairly technical guy, but it would still be very nice to have some guidance. Okay, this looks like it's the armrest cover for the second row. Might be a mixed bag of stuff in here. Let's see. What is this guy? I gotta compare these against the actual sections in the car, but at a glance, I guess this could be a seat back. So let's see, we got center armrest cover. I don't know what these two are. We'll figure that out as we get into it. Then we've got a split section there. That's definitely the bottom. There's the seatbelt hole, so that's the longer section. The 60-40 split second row, that's the 60, the bottom section of that. This guy, there is a seatbelt hole there, so I'm guessing this is also a seat bottom there. And then are these two the backs? Let's get these headrests put over here as well. Yeah, these two I think might be the backs. The stitching looks, let's see, it's a little bit different. And then one of the backs should be wider, the 60 section. So this is a single seat, obviously. Is this a wider one? Let me take a look at the car. Okay, yes. So that is the seat back for the driver's side, which is the wider side. Seat back, that one for the passenger side. This is all second row. Seat bottom for the driver's side. And that bottom one, the wider one, is the seat bottom for the driver's side. You got 3 headrest covers, center console cover, and the 2 sections there. I'll have to figure out what that is. But I think overall this set is the second row. So I'm going to fold them back up, repack them back in the plastic, and set them aside and write on the plastic packaging, second row. That way we can reference back to it later. And then I'll get the other 2 opened up. Now that that one's packed up, I'm going to put it aside, and let's get the other ones open. And hopefully we can find which one the third row is. Let's get this one open. All right, what do we got here? This looks like a seat bottom. It's got the seatbelt hole. We've got some sections on the side. Those are either seat controls, the front seat, or maybe the back seat. Oh, tiny headrest cover. So I'm going to assume this is the back third row seats. Let's see, what else do we have? Looks like a seat bottom as well. Different style seatbelt hole. Two more headrest covers. Is there 3 headrests in the back? I don't remember. I'll have to check. One more. So I think this one and this one, these 2 are the seat bottoms for the third row, maybe? Let's see what this one is. Some sort of a pocket built in here. Where does that go to? And let me go take a look at the truck. This is the backs, so there should be 2 cutouts. That one and that one, that one and that one, in each of them, which is what I think we were looking at. We've got, oh yeah, there was a third headrest. I wonder where I put my third headrest. And then, yep, you've got the 2 big seatbelt pockets there, and the cutouts here for the brackets. And then nothing on the sides. Okay, so I think that set we just opened is the 3rd row. Let's go double check again. Yeah, so this is the back where the brackets are. 1 headrest cover, that's the little one, probably goes in the middle. This is one of the seat bottoms, the 2 larger headrests, another seat bottom, and the other back section. And then this pocket, it's probably something in there that I didn't look at, but I'm assuming they went off of OEM templates. So before I get started tearing the truck apart, let's compare color. So I ordered a color that's a little bit darker than the factory color. I'm in my garage, so this thing looks a little bit more yellow than it actually is. Let me see if I can show you in the light. Yeah, there's a good representation. It's like a dark tan color. It's definitely darker than the cashmere-ish color that the factory leather is. I'll pull the truck out later as well so you can get a glimpse of it in the sunlight. Here it is against the factory leather on the back seats. You can kind of see the difference there. It is a newer piece of material too, so it's not going to have as much fade. You see against the door panel maybe. Give you an idea. I wanted it a little bit of a darker color. There were colors in the samples they sent that were closer to the factory setup. Put it right there as well. That gives you an idea of what the color looks like. So that one is definitely the front seats. I'm not even going to bother unpacking that for now. I'm going to put that one away along with the 2nd row seats, and I'm going to get this one packed up and put in the plastic sheathing as well, so that it doesn't get stained or damaged, and just put in the back garage. And the next thing we're going to do is go through and disassemble that 3rd row of seats, get it out of the truck so we can more easily work on it, and then start looking at how they come apart and go from there. So I'm going to wrap this video up at this point. The next video will probably be fairly long, going through the entire detail for the 3rd row of seats, and then we'll go to the 2nd row and the 1st row after that. Hopefully this series will be helpful for you guys that are thinking about doing the same thing. If you have watched any of the other videos, I was going to sell this guy and buy a 2018 or a 2019. Drove them, didn't really like them. They were a little more sluggish with the newer transmission, in my personal opinion, and we decided to keep it and just do a bunch of refreshes on her. See you on the next video. That one's packed up. I'm going to put both of these away, and again, next video we'll go into super detail on the 3rd row, the entire process, and then we'll go from there. Like, share, subscribe. Love you guys. See you next time.